Mr. Andrew, get the fuck in here right now. We got papers to take care of.
Hello, Andrew Gross.
How's it going? Get in there.
Gina and Gina LLP.
You know you work for my company, right? Like, I'm Gino and Gina's my sister.
They're different companies, though.
No, you're working for my company, Mr. Andrew. So you better be careful with what you say right now, because this might be your last day of work.
Well, this is a big conflict of interest then.
So explain me this contract right here.
Yeah, so looking at the contract, there are a couple things that Kevin wanted me to relay to you.
Yeah.
The first is that although you started from a place of love, of really no BS on either side, I feel like the last few days some stuff happened. So what Kevin mentioned was that he felt like he walked in on you and someone else.
Okay.
And that he didn't have a warning, and that hurt.
Okay.
He also felt like the collection bin or garbage bin was a fake was a fake alliance. Is what he told me. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. He didn't feel like that was real, and he felt bad that yesterday went the way that it did. He also said that he felt like the house was going a certain way, and that he didn't really have anybody and decided to do it. And he wanted me to tell you from a place of love that the only people, because he wants you to be happy, the only people that you can trust are Jace and Kyle. And everyone else is a pathological liar. And Kevin told me that because he wants you to be happy.
Yeah, I realized that. Basically what happened yesterday was obviously shocking. Like, it sounded like the numbers were right. That's what like the HOH had it like said.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a huge shock. I feel like myself, I got played, and jacey-lynne as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, my trust level in this house has gone down to 0, which you just mentioned right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have 0 trust in this house to anybody. Like I've said to other people, out of this house, the way like all my, I guess, successes and things that I've accomplished, I've done it solo. Like me, myself, and I, and my thoughts and like decisions. I kind of feel like I'm gonna transfer this into the house and just play that type of game for a bit, like a solo train.
Yeah.
It was really important for me to win HOH yesterday. Obviously, I had no emotions. I tell people that the reason why I felt like that is I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the house anymore.
Yes.
And I had so many fucking thoughts going on that even when I heard my name saying like, Gino, you're the one, like I'm like, yay, whatever, HOH, woohoo. Like, I actually didn't care, and that's why I didn't want to talk game to anybody yesterday, because I was not in the right mindset to speak.
Yeah.
So I needed that break, and we had an amazing night yesterday. I think it was one of the funnest nights. So yeah, that's where my head is at. I gotta reanalyze. Like, I came in with a strategy. I'm sure you did too. Yeah, I was gonna come in and try my.
Kevin told me he wanted to win the first HOH, but apparently competitions are very hard.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, like, coming to this house, like, obviously, like, I've watched a couple seasons. Coming to this house, I thought, like, I got this, it's gonna be easy, whatever. But the mental aspect, the coming in the house with complete strangers and like trying to build relationships, you're playing a game the whole time. So like, are people actually lying to your face right now or saying the truth? Are they talking behind your back? Like, your brain never shuts down, right? Like, I was just like, it's like you wake up, game. You go to bed, you're still thinking of game. You wake up, game. So it was a lot to take in. Obviously, I'm like more of an introvert, quiet guy too. So I was a lot in my thoughts, and it was kind of tough. And it is a tougher game than it looks like on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to reanalyze my whole game. Like I said, I have 0 trust in anybody right now. So the way I got to play this is like win every second HOH if I could. And if I go on the block, I'm going to fucking crush the POV. What else?
How do you envision your journey to winning? What does that look like?
So I'm not looking at the end goal right now. I'm looking at what just happened and what I'm going to do this week. I'm just going to focus on that. I feel like if I look too much ahead, there's too many factors in this house and everything changes so fast. Like, look, example, last night, right? It sounded like the numbers were right, and it went the complete opposite. and now I'm associated like guilty by association. So I feel like there's targets on my back, and I feel it, I know it, and that's why I had to go out there and take that HOH. So like right now, I'm just trying to figure out what's my best path through, and then this week is the first step to it. It's gonna be a tough decision to make, but it's gonna be the best for my game. And my goal right now is to like build a relationship with people that I could actually play the game with. But yeah, for now, like it's just solo train, and that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Would you want to hear the thoughts that Kevin sent over?
Sure, yeah, actually,
Okay.
I would love to hear that.
So the first thought that Kevin shared is that, and I can drop the bit if you want me to, but I think it's funny,
Yeah.
is that he thinks that you actually can trust Jason and Kyle and that they have your best interests in mind, given that,
You would say that again?
I'm going to stop this bullshit.
Yeah.
I think you can trust Jason and Kyle. I think they have your best interests in mind. I think they bring you into everything. I think Jace was the other vote. Kyle's HOH. Like, I think that's just,
Yeah.
I think that's solid. I also think, so last season I've told you I was locked in on last season. Week 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly what happened, but Keith, Ty, Jed, and Beth. Did you watch last year?
No, I didn't, but
Okay, so they ran the season, those
Yeah.
3. The whole house flipped on them. Week 3. And then one of them won HOH, which is a very cool move.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks cool on TV. Like, sometimes this is not good, but sometimes I'm thinking, like, oh, like the whole house flipped on Gino, Jason, Gino won HOH. That is so sick. Which, like, is not a good way to think, because it's like,
it's good TV, right?
I should be self-interested, but in a lot of ways I'm not. And then they ran the season, so like there's like a lot of runway. And I agree, like you need to win comps.
Yeah.
2, there's obviously a huge target on your back.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Massive.
Yeah.
You just want a mental comp also.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
scaring people off now. They thought I was just a physical threat. They see I have a lot more to offer.
Yes, which
And they haven't seen the other part of like the long endurance mental part.
yes, so now you're maybe the biggest comp threat in the house. Like that's just a fact.
Yeah.
What I would be looking out for is who are the people who would be putting you up if they were to win, if they can win. I haven't said this to anybody. I just briefly mentioned it to Jace. For me, and where I'm coming from, is like, yes, I want the experience, but for me, the experience is staying in the house as long as possible. Like, if I don't win it then, I don't, whatever. But I want to be, like, if I come 5th or 4th or 3rd or 2nd, that's a massive win for me. For me, and you can share this, I don't care. Like,
No, whatever is discussed in these doors, if there's nobody else, it's confidential between me and that person.
okay, now that Steph is gone, I need a showmance in the house. I just need it. I need it for the experience of living with a showmance. It's funny. It's hilarious. I walk into my room and y'all are like, I can intertwine. I don't know what to do. It's amazing. It's also like, frankly, Gino, like people are looking your way with the showmance.
Yeah.
And so for me to ever, first of all, I don't know if I can ever win a comp. I will at some point. But when I do, like, it doesn't make any sense for me to like go after you or Jace, because like you're there and you're visible.
Yeah.
That's like my like real thing. I always knew if I was ever on the show, I need to find a showmance. And I need to find a showmance, not to like third wheel. Like, we don't have to work together, whatever. But I need to keep them there because it's always like
Entertainment.
it's entertainment. It's always like in view, and like because I've already been on the block, I'm always available. So that's one thing I need to show. It's this thing. The other thing is, at this point, the house does not give a fuck about who the or about who the target is or whatever. So if you're thinking about your noms, one, people are going to throw out names to you, and they're always self-interested, and they're
they've been
always
already. But
that's bullshit.
I don't listen to that. Already people are throwing names and like, you should do this or this is red.
And, like, we're all trying. Only one person's gonna win. It doesn't make any
You don't need
sense.
to tell me what to do, right? Like those people. But yeah, I respect that. I keep going.
So if you're thinking about who you're gonna put up, you're probably already decided.
Yeah.
But even if you tell them differently, I would put up 2 people if you're okay with either one leaving, just because, like, let's say the same thing happens this week and they're like, oh, Gino's opposite of what he wants. You put up 2 people, and you're like, hey, you know, this person's the target. They might go the opposite way because everybody is like running around. I think everyone except Betty is lying their fucking faces off. She doesn't. She's just too whatever. So like that's the other thing I think about.
That's another good thing I'm not good at too is like obviously I'm more of a quiet guy, introverted. And, like I grew up with that, so like I'm a good listener.
Yeah.
And I could look at you in the eyes and like pretty much know if you're lying to my fucking face or not. So like people were coming in already like shooting names and stuff like that or the bullshit, but I could kind of see it through. So
I mean,
that's how I got my point system right here. And you're about to get pointed too, so
nice.
take it easy there, Andrew. But yeah, no, and I respect that. So yeah, like you obviously have a target on my back right now, so that's why I think like I do jacey-lynne and trust her. Like I feel like it's the only things we have is each other right now in this house. I don't know what else she has going on in this house. But yeah, like I gotta reanalyze everything this week, and that's what I'm gonna be working on. And the people who are gonna be on the block is the people that I think are kind of a threat to my game. So that's how I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna play it like I don't know if I've told you before, like the most honest game. Like if you're going to the block, I won't play you. It's gonna be like, hey Kev, you're going to the block for these reasons, blah 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 blah.
Cool.
I'm not gonna hide anything. Pretty much just told you my whole game that I'm kind of play a solo game right now, and just ride it through like a fucking train.
Ride it through like a train.
Like a train.
Like a train.
Sorry, I mumble sometimes. But yeah. Also, like, why did you change your decision yesterday? Just the talks of the house and stuff.
I told this to Kyle, and you can say this to him. I felt like Kyle was like close to my number one, if not my number one. And then someone, Jess, was like asking me questions that I didn't, but they're like, because I was trying to figure something out. Just like, so like, how do you know like Kyle is that close to you? And I was like, I don't know, like I'm not answering this because me and Jess have the weirdest relationship ever. Like half the day I'm yelling and it's weird. And then they're like, so think about all the information that Kyle is giving you. And so like, it just didn't add up. Like the bargain bin just seemed fake. Like it just did, like something didn't make sense. And like, I'm still like figuring things out. I feel a lot better than week 1. But it just didn't seem right. I told him that, and I told him that was why. And like, I will not close the door on working with him down the line. I won't close the door on working with you down the line. But like, it can't be BS. Like, it can't be like, here's this random alliance of people that doesn't make sense. It needs to be like a two-way thing. You know, like I can't give all the like I might be bad at the game, but I'm not that bad. You know, like I'm learning.
Don't put yourself down like that. You're actually, I think you're smarter than you think.
I came 5th. I'm fired up about that. First HOH, I was the second one out. I didn't answer a question in trivia. Somebody was just like, answered it was like, Kevin, sit down, based on first impressions. Second HOH, I was 4th out. Third HOH, I didn't put up a score. I went over the edge, and this one, you know what? I'm fired up. So I'm learning, Gino, and the time will come when I hit it. And I just need a showman here for a long time. Just straight up, it's just fun for me. I want the magic, you know?
I was actually scared coming in the house because Big Brother asked me, like, you do like a front run Showmance. But like, a lot of the seasons, like I feel like it's always, like, puts a target on your back, right? People see that, like, oh, okay, they're getting close and this and that. So I was kind of skeptical and scared coming to the house, and that's why I was avoiding Jace the first week, and she thought I hated her. But it's just like, I gotta stay away from you because I know myself, and then look what happened. I caved in, and here we are, Showmance, making a show for you guys. But I don't think so it's a bad thing, honestly. Like, I was just overthinking it. But yeah, this whole game is just stressful. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm just always thinking and thinking and thinking, and I never do that out of this house. Like, I'm always like level-headed. But yeah, it's a tougher game than it looks like.
It's incredibly hard.
So tough.
It doesn't make any sense. I will say this. I think Showman's strategy actually can work. Like, it has worked for people. worked for last year. That 3-2. The girl kind of had a showmance with both of them at times. don't do that. Don't do that. But like, a lot of the time, the showmances make it really, really far. But what you need to do, I think, and don't let me tell you what to do, because that's what everyone's coming here and doing, is if that's the way to go, you and Jace need to plan how each of you like connect with different people. Like I have, like Jace is like my little sister, but like we don't have that much game, right? Like one of you should probably try and get close to me, you know? Like it's like that's something to think about, because if you two are always just like, you know, with one or two people, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So let's say like I would put somebody on the block and this is my target. Would you respect my decision, or would you?
At this point, I want to say yes, but I said yes to Kyle last week, and then things changed.
Yeah.
I would like to. The people who, like, and I'll just give you, I'll give you the people I'm confused about.
Okay.
I don't want to throw out names, but like,
Yeah.
Jess is really weird for my game.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Jess is not putting me up ever, but also like I think people see us as a thing, and Jess is amazing at comms. And if I'm at the end of the game with Jess, or anyone's at the end of the game with Jess, they win. So that's somebody who like I don't know how to play it. I could do okay if they go. If you want to share who your targets might be, I will give you my real feedback. But
I'm not going to share now because I still have a decision to make,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have to think. I have an idea of who I want to see on there. But I'm going to let them know. They're going to know ahead of time. It won't be a surprise. Like, I'll be like, hey, this is the reason why you're going up, and good luck, and hopefully you win the POV and pull yourself off, and then you can put me up next week, and I'll do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few ideas I have in my head. I just got to sit down and actually make it concrete. And yeah, so that's that for that. And do you have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to send the person home that you want to send home.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say 100% yes now, because I said 100% yes to you and Kyle and Jace last week, and I didn't like, and not yesterday, the day before, like I changed it. And the whole house went that way, and and that's why I think if I was you, I would put up two people that I want to go home.
Well, that's how I'm gonna play. The two people are gonna be on the block. Obviously, there's gonna be one that I want more to go home and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be two people that I want to go home.
Yeah, and you don't have to tell that to them, right? Like you
No,
can
no. Actually, I'm gonna tell them straight up. I don't care. Like that's how I'm
I
playing.
don't think you should. I think you should make one feel good. I don't know.
think?
Like, it's like what? Because that's the problem with being HOH. If you're winning HOH every 2 weeks, you know, like. And by the way, I'm always fine like having these conversations where I say what I would do if I was you, because I don't care about.
Do you want one?
No, I'm good.
You're just
I'm
staring
good.
at it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, put your hand in there.
Um,
I knew it. You wanted one.
I just think if you're not acting in a self-interested way, there's something wrong. So like, my self-interest is staying a long time. If you're winning a bunch of HOHs, and over time we can build like real trust, and you can get my vote, which like at this point, like, I just told Kyle he had my vote, and I didn't. So it wouldn't be genuine.
Yeah, well, that's the problem I have now. Like a lot of people said yes to Kyle, and it went the opposite way. So that's why I have zero trust in this house. And I kind of came into the game blinded a bit. There's just so much going on that I didn't actually think everything I was doing through. It was just like, yeah, whatever, yeah, I'll do it. But now that I saw what happened, and like alliances don't really work that much all the time. There's always a break somewhere. So I just gotta play the solo game a bit, figure shit out, and hopefully it works in my favor.
I truly believe you can trust Kyle, though. I really think.
Well, the two people that I trust the most in this house is Kyle and Jason.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
Everyone else is BSing, and if they tell you they're
100%,
not, then they're lying.
I'm glad you see that, because that's what I see too.
I'm BSing, and that's why I'm comfortable having this conversation. Say this is what I think you should do, because at least I see that everybody's doing that. You know, like it's.
And I respect you saying that, because like that's how I see it too right now, as of now. So
Yeah. And basically the two things I want you to know is, I need a Showmance here.
Okay.
I just need it.
Yeah.
I need I need a Showmance here. Like, I just need it. If the one Showmance in the house is out soon, I will be pissed. I need a long season with a Showmance here, because that's part of the experience. And if not, and I'm married, I can't go out and pursue one myself. I can't do it. Never mind that even if I was single, like, no one in here would look at me. I need the Showmance. So I need you also to don't ever break Jesus' heart.
No, I wouldn't.
I need
This is like
Hurt?
we're like this right now, and our obviously our relationship is getting tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
But you'll have a Showmance as long as I can make it last. So
Good.
keep
I'll help.
educating.
I'll be your marriage counselor.
Counseling therapy.
It's like, that's part of it. Like, listen. People say this is dumb to say. I want to be on Slop at some point. I want to get a win. I want to win.
the full experience, right? You
Yeah.
want to try everything.
I want to see the pictures. I want to read the letter. And you know what? I want to see a Showmance go far, because I love that. And like that's it. And I think, like, the people who I would be going after, I'm not going to throw out names if I'm HOH, are the people who I have no idea what they're up to.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what you're doing. You're winning comps. You're in a great relationship with two people. Like, other people see you as a threat. That's not interesting. Why would I ever put you up on the block?
Yeah.
That's not. That's just not interesting to me. And I also see that everybody's a bullshitter. So
Yeah.
that's it. If
I'm starting to notice that. Okay, so that's all your spiel. Now I got three questions for you. You ready, Kev?
Yeah.
Or just Kev or Andrew? Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Kev right now.
Okay, Kev. Got three questions for you.
Yeah.
First question is why you deserve to be here. It doesn't have to be game related. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be related to me. It could be your personal life.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you think you deserve to be here.
I'm an underdog. I've done everything right in my life.
Mhm.
I don't hide. Like, I knew I couldn't lie about my profession.
Spot.
People were gonna accuse me anyway. They look at me and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a doctor or whatever." Like, this is my job.
Yeah.
I didn't lie about my job because I thought people would. I thought maybe I should. Maybe I should be like, "Hey, I'm an English teacher." But I was like, people are gonna know if you. So I told my real job, and people are still like, "What are you doing?" Week 1, nobody talked to me. No one talked to me. I was an easy pawn to go on the block, and then day 4, I fought my ass off, and I will continue to fight. And number 3 is, like, no one's looking at me as, like, I think, a big target,
Yeah.
which, like, I think is a good thing, because at some point, someone's actually going to pull me in and actually build something, and, like, I will win something, and I will go, and I'm going to do my own thing. I'm thinking for myself. Nobody can control me, even though they think I do, and thinking for myself is also, like, I just need a Showmance here.
Perfect.
Like, that's it. And the other thing is, if I don't touch the block this week, then I am willing to open up the house and give you 90% of the house, and I get 10%. It was 80-20.
I like that deal. Can we change the contract here?
If
We'll sign it.
I do not touch the block this week as part of the divorce settlement,
Yeah.
I'm back to Andrew. If
Great.
Kevin does not touch the block this week,
Yeah.
as part of the divorce settlement, the house will no longer be owned 80% Kevin, 20% Gino.
Okay.
The house will be owned 90% Gino, 10% Kevin.
Okay, cool. Let me just see there. Where do I have to sign for that?
Sign there.
Cool. We'll wait till tonight.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign.
Yep.
So this is done. I'm dating it March 18th, 2022. And if I don't touch the block the whole week, though,
Perfect.
this includes if the video is used.
Yeah.
You sign too, you get 90% of the house
All
in the
right.
settlement.
I'm gonna keep this right here,
Okay.
and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you're not done yet. I got
Keep
some more
it
questions.
going.
Next question is, who don't you want to see go home this week? Don't want to see go home.
Who don't want to see? Okay. I'm just gonna go through and tell you. I obviously don't want you or Jace to go home, but Jace isn't an option. I don't want to see Summer or Tanisha go home. I think they are doing something interesting, and I'm not sure what in the house. Like, it's really twisted, but like, that's not the answer to the question. I'm very confused about Jess. I will never take the shot myself. I can't.
Yeah.
But like at some point, I need Jess to leave.
I feel a lot of people feel that way about her.
That they won't take the shot.
No, that they're like kind of weird about. It's them, by the way.
Sorry.
I'm terrible. I've been working on it too. Like I've been terrible. I haven't been exposed to that, so like it's kind of hurting me too. But yeah, they have that issue. I think with multiple people in the house.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's that. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Sun or winter destination?
Winter.
Ooh, I was about to give you a point, but I can't.
No,
give you a
I know.
point.
Oh, this is how you're doing your things? Well, I'm
Buddy.
just being. I'm
Oh,
being
oh,
real.
don't look at my sister.
I'm being.
Mr. Andrew.
I'm being real
Keep
with
your eyes
you.
right here, please.
I'm being real with you. I love Aruba, but listen, I've
Oh,
been on
you
one.
gave your answer.
No,
You
no,
can't
I'll
switch.
tell you why. I'm standing by my answer. I've been to one winter vacation, Iceland.
Okay.
I was.
Yo. Hi.
I don't know how long initial meetings with clients last. Just want to check in to let you know.
You want to be next?
Client, 2 other clients.
5
Okay.
minutes.
Another 5 minutes.
Yeah, no worries.
I might just take a little rest after this too, just to like,
Okay, yeah.
and then
fair
we
enough.
start.
I went to Iceland, not by. It wasn't my thing. My buddy planned it, and similar to this, they were like an adventure trip. Like you think I'm going on an adventure trip? We snowmobiled on top of a glacier. I couldn't see in front of me. I was scared I would fly right off. We ATV'd on the black sands with volcanic stuff. And you see me trip when I walk every day. We put on fucking spikes
Yeah.
and walked up a glacier too. So that was like one of
Wow.
the best trips of my life. So not
This is
every
Iceland?
time, but yeah,
Okay, I gotta visit that place.
it was amazing.
You seem like you've traveled a lot. Like
I've been
like
to a few
Asia.
places. Southeast Asia, Iceland. I've been to Europe a little bit.
Okay.
Parents are from South Africa.
Nice.
I've been there. To Mexico.
Nice, good. I like traveling. It's a huge part of my life, and
I know that.
yeah, it's great. Like it's great for like it's like a therapy for me for my mental health, and I just learned so much about myself and like different cultures, and like you're so much more open-minded than people that haven't tried travel because you see different cultures, how people live, how people eat, how like their family values are. So, like for me, it's been like a huge eye opener since I started traveling, and I'm not gonna stop ever. I think, and I think I wish that everybody has the experience to travel, because you just get these realizations that you don't get if you don't get out of your whatever here or wherever you live. So, and yeah, we'll talk about more about traveling someday.
Yeah.
I want to hear your stories.
If you put me up because I like winter vacations, that's hilarious.
Well, you spoke about how you would run your HOH. I'm like, I gotta create something too. You know? You inspired me.
No, it's good.
Actually, so what did I ask you? I asked you that. Why
Who I
deserve
don't
to be
wanna go.
here? Oh, last question. This
Yeah.
one's a situational question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're having a number 2 at home. You're stuck in your bathroom.
Yeah.
It's messy. You're naked, so you don't have clothes,
Yeah.
and you're out of toilet paper. What are you doing, or what are you using to take care of the situation?
It's my bathroom at home.
Your bathroom at home. Just
Oh,
you're
it's-
naked, no toilet paper. You can't leave your bathroom. The
Yeah,
door
it's
is locked.
easy. My bathroom is set up, Gino. I've got a squatty potty right there.
2 points for that.
Be out here, but when you guys are done, I'll just chat with
Okay, cool.
I put my feet up,
Yeah.
and then I reach over here, and I have the hot and cold bidet. No toilet paper. I turn the hot to full hot. I don't care if it burns. I'm getting a better clean than I ever could
Yes,
with
I
toilet
love it.
paper.
You have the fan on it too? You have the
I don't
one
have the fan.
Okay, so you have the one that you added on yourself?
I
Okay, cool.
Dude, like that's why, I would never be a guy to fix a toilet, but I installed that shit.
Yeah.
I put it on. I connected to the toilet water.
Yeah, yeah.
I connected to the sink water, and that's it.
Perfect.
Okay, I won't keep you too long.
Yeah, so that's what I have. That's all I have actually.
Okay. Pleasure. I'm Andrew again.
Andrew, thank you
if-
for your time. Speak to Kevin and
Yeah.
let him know that by the end of this week I'll have his contract signed if I have to.
Okay, excellent. And
Alright.
and we didn't want to move on the house, but if things go well, then we're happy for you to take 90%,
Perfect.
and we'll take 10%. Okay.
I like it. Thank you very much.
There's coffee downstairs.
Yeah.
There's also snacks, and they can validate your parking down at the front with the front desk.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Have yourself a good day.
You too.
I'm just gonna take a break for a bit, like 5 minutes. I think Helena was next. So. Oh, I'm doing good. I just need a break now because my fucking brain. Yeah, I got.